Hello children, welcome to today's session. Today we will continue the topic importing or exporting data between CSV files and data frames. Let's start today's class. Importing or exporting data between CSV files and data frame. From this topic we can concentrate on this topic, get data frame index labels from CSV. How to access data frame index labels from CSV. If you want to use columns coming from a CSV file as the index labels for the data frame, you may specify the column name in index underscore col argument. For accessing index labels from CSV to the data frame, we can use the argument index underscore col, index underscore then col. Check this syntax, pd dot read underscore csv. We already discussed about this read underscore csv. Then file path, you have to specify the file path. After that you have to specify the argument index underscore col, that is equal to index label name. We specified this empno. Likewise, we can include the index labels from the CSV to the data frame object. Okay, clear? Then reading specified number of rows from CSV file. How can we read specified number of rows from a CSV file? For that we can use the argument nrows argument. That is equal to, we can specify the number of rows. In which function? Read underscore CSV function. Okay, which is the argument? Nrows argument. For what we can use this nrows argument? Can specify the number of rows from a CSV file, that is equal to nrows is equal to number of rows. Okay, clear? Check this example. df6, that is equal to pd dot read underscore csv, then file path, names is equal to roll number, name, surname, then nrows is equal to 3. This one is the mydata.csv file. From that we need 3 rows. First 3 rows, that is Sarah, Reith and Robert. These 3 rows we can see by using this argument nrows is equal to 3. Okay. Then with this nrows argument we can use this head and tail functions also. That is top rows, that is head function. Then bottom rows, that is tail function. Then middle rows also we can specify by using this head and tail functions. Clear? Next one, reading from CSV files having separator different from comma. CSV means that is comma separated values. But instead of this comma, we can use any other separator values. For example, semicolon, pipe symbol, etc. These all separator characters also we can use in this CSV file. How can we use this one? For that, we have to use the argument SEP. Which argument? SEP argument. That is equal to separator character. Which one is the separator character? That separator character we can specify there itself. Okay. If you skip this argument, then default separator character, which is the default separator character, that is comma, is considered. Consider this example. dfnew is equal to pd dot read underscore csv, then file path, sep is equal to semicolon. Then which is the separator value? Separator character? Semicolon. Names is equal to country 1, state, country 2. You can see this one. This one is the data frame object, but here the separator value is semicolon. See this one? Denmark, semicolon, Beat, semicolon, Peru. Like that, all the values separated by semicolon instead of comma. Okay, clear? Then storing data frames data to CSV file. How can we store the data frames data to CSV file? For that, we can use the function to underscore CSV. Which is the function? To underscore CSV. Okay. Consider this syntax. Df data frame object dot to underscore CSV file path. Within this parenthesis, we have to specify the file path. Or data frame object dot to underscore CSV file path comma SCP. For what we can use this SCP? For separator character. SCP is equal to separator character. Okay, the separator character must be a one character string only. Only a single character we can use as a separator character. Clear? Example, consider this one. This is the data frame object. We have to write this data frame object to the CSV file. For that, df7.to underscore CSV. Then we are specifying the file path. Okay, then automatically the new .csv file is created for storing this data frame. Here separator is not specified, so by default the separator value or separator character is comma. You can see the data frame object written to the CSV file is like this. Clear? Roll number, name, surname, then index values, the original values. The data from data frame DS7 is stored in this CSV file with separator character as comma. Okay, clear? Then I used here the SCP argument, then I use the character as pipe. Then we can see the particular CSV file with this pipe character as the separator. The data from data frame df7 is stored in the CSV file with separator character as pipe symbol. Okay, clear? Then how can we handle this NaN values with this to underscore CSV function? How can we handle this NaN, not a number value? Sometimes your data frame has some missing values. For instance, execute the following two statements to have missing values in your data frame. You must have imported NumPy library as NP prior to executing the following statements. We know about this. We already discussed about this. np.nan. That is, in this location, third rows and name column. nan is the value. Then 0th row and surname column. nan is the value. Consider this one. 0th row and surname nan. Third row and name nan. See, the data frame df7 has two nan values in rows 0th and 3 respectively. Then we can use the separator. Which is the separator? Pipe is the separator. df7 dot to underscore csv file name comma SCP is equal to pipe symbol. Consider this one. We can see the values. Here the NaN values are stored as empty strings by default. Here no values are there. That means that is an empty string. NaN values are considered as empty strings by default. But we have to use the null values. Null values instead of this empty strings. How can we use this NaN values in this CSV files? For that, we can use the argument na underscore rep. Which is the argument? na underscore rep. That is equal to that string. Okay, check this syntax. df7 dot to underscore csv, then file name or file path, comma SCP is equal to pipe symbol, comma na underscore rep, that is equal to null. We can specify the string values. Then null is the string value. After the execution of this statement, we can see the null values. The NaN values are stored as null this time because of the argument Na underscore RAP is equal to null. Okay, clear? Here in this 2 underscore SCP function, SCP and NA underscore RAP arguments are optional, but we have to specify the file path, that is compulsory. SCP is equal to separator character, NA underscore RAP is equal to string. Any strings we can give as a null value. Okay, clear this one? Okay children, with this we conclude our CSV files. Then the notes of the topic is attached. Take down the notes and learn it. A test paper is also included. Submit your answers as soon as possible. That's all for today. We will meet in the next class with lab session. Till then, take care.